truthful to who you are inside. Sometimes you just gotta do it alone. When you're standing on your own 2 feet and the storm is coming in, you still gotta stand. When it starts to get too tough for you and you don't seem to have the mental capacity to fight through the pain and the agony, you still got. And sometimes you just gotta stand alone. But being alone doesn't mean that you are all by yourself. It means that there's still something connected to you. You have some unique qualities that are attached to you. But do you have the ability to wake them up? We all have unique gifts. We all have special talents. We are born to do great things. Not everybody is going to stand with you. Not everybody is going to support you. Not everybody is going to be by your side. So when you're standing alone, make sure you stand with a pure heart, with a great mindset, with faith, with understanding that you do have something that you must do. Being alone gives you power from time to time. It does not mean that you are in it by yourself for a long time, but just enough for you to be able to rectify something within you. And when the time comes for you to get out and show out, there's nothing that can stop you. Because you have developed something within you that no one has ever seen, maybe no one would ever understand. But as long as you understand it, then you keep going. You keep trusting. You keep believing. When it comes to the work ethic, that's when you have to dig deeper. That's when you have to work harder. That's when you have to shut out all the noise and all the naysayers. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you just have to be quiet and listen to your passion. Listen to your heart. Listen to your truth. Because when it's all said and done, when this is all over, you are still the only one that is left standing. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get to a point in your life and you feel that you have hit the end of the road, when you feel that you don't have the strength to carry on, then you have to find another source of power and strength. Wherever your mind is right now, if it's not building you up, if it's not making you better, if it's not making you stronger, you have to disconnect it. Learn to walk alone sometimes. Learn to be strong when you need to be strong. Learn to understand that not everybody will be with you. Stop looking for other people to lift you up when you are down. Remember, many people in the world got just as many problems as you do, if not more. Not everybody cares about your problems. Not everybody wants to hear your problems. Sometimes you just gotta say, you know what? It's up to me now. I have to be the one to take the steps. I have to be the one that makes the mistakes. I have to be the one that may fail from time to time. But I mustn't never give up. When everyone else wants to quit, I will stand. When everyone looks down on me, I will stand. When everyone thinks that I don't have what it takes, I will stand. I will stand as long as I can, but I will not bow down. I will not give up. I will do my work. I will make everything count each and every day of my life. For my life is in my hands, and I must be willing to do what I must do to get where I need to be in my life. I refuse to say that I don't have it. I refuse to say that I can't do it. I refuse to say that can't matters to me. Ladies and gentlemen, what does can't have to do with you? Have you ever got to a point in your life where you looked at something and you just said, I can't do it? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You will never do it because you believed in not getting it done. You believe that can't matter more to you than you matter to yourself. Just because you felt it couldn't be done. You surrounded yourself with things that did not matter. You let other people and other obstacles stand in your way, and you refused to challenge yourself. You refuse to say, this is my day where I must do what I gotta do. For me, for my peace of mind. I gotta do something. I can't wait for it to happen by itself. If I'm looking over here to the left side, if I'm looking to the right side, hoping for someone to rescue me, you're gonna be waiting a long time. Because other people got other things they gotta do for themselves. So when you're standing alone, make sure you have the right mindset within you to know that, hey, at the end of the day, I must stand. I must work. I must believe. I will fight. I will work. I will push. And I will never quit on me. This is the time where you must be able to get to a point that you've never been. To be able to get to a place that's never been seen before. To be able to believe that no one can touch you. Get inside of yourself. Get in tune with who you are. Trust in who you are. Stop doubting yourself. If you really want to be the best of yourself, then know that you are the best at what you do because there's no one like you. No one can do the things that you do. No one can stand like you do. No one can take away your power because your power belongs to you. So don't give it up. Don't give it to someone else. Don't let anything or anyone take away your power. Don't let anyone steal your peace of mind. Don't let anyone say that you are not worthy, because you are. As I said before, standing alone doesn't mean that you are by yourself. Know that there is a higher power. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. There is a higher power. There is something out there that got you here right now. I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about something that is beyond this universe. I'm talking about something that is good. I'm talking about something that is great. That is why you exist. Because none of us exist by ourselves. But we have to have the ability to know that we don't need everybody to be somebody. We don't need everybody's approval to be approved. You just gotta know that your work and your mindset and your faith and what you do right now matters. pursue your life, how you go further in your life is what you put inside of your mindset and say, I am ready, I must go forward, and if I look back, I'm too distracted to see what's in front of me. So the challenges, let them come. Be tested from time to time. You may not always pass the test, ladies and gentlemen, but as long as you are breathing, you will be challenged. You will be tested. And sometimes, you gotta just do it alone. So go on about your business. Be the best of yourself. Let not anyone hold you back. Because this is the day right now that you are above the nonsense. You are above the naysayers. You are above the negativity. Let it just be you. If it's just you, then let it be you. But don't you bow down to nothing. Because if it didn't build you up, don't allow it to tear you down. Carry on the good fight. Be strong each and every day of your life. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business. How much can you endure? How far are you willing to travel down that road? How much do you have of yourself? These are the questions that you must ask yourself each and every day. When it comes to getting through life, you got to be able to have the ability to endure. Life itself is tough. It's never easy, and it will never apologize. But it is a gift that we all must be willing to accept. All we got to do is do something about it. What are you prepared to do? What are you willing to do? Can you just live your life? Or do you fight with your life? See, ladies and gentlemen, that's the question right there. Do you fight? Yes, the answer is yes, because each day that you wake up, each day you go out that door, each day you're driving down that road, each day you show up for the job, you have to have the mental fortitude to be able to fight the good fight. Now, I'm not talking about physical contact fighting. I'm talking about spirituality. I'm talking about mental toughness. I'm talking about you, the individual. Because there are going to be some times when you just don't think you can carry on the good fight. But no matter how much you feel less of yourself, you got to bring out the best of yourself. You got to make the right attitude come to life. And you got to put away the negative attitude. Because being negative won't get you to the promised land. Being negative won't get you to the next level. Being negative will kill everything about you inside. So now, this is it right here. This is the moment where you must take the test. And the test is just living life. Every day is a new challenge. Every day is a new opportunity. Some of the opportunities you may think are supposed to be good. But I'm here to let you know there are opportunities that may not be so good. Even the negative things that you feel that are happening in your life right now, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes these are lessons that we all must learn. But we can do it We can do it because we have to do it. And you shouldn't be looking around and depending on other people to get you through it all the time. Yes, we sometimes look for the support, but we have to have the ability to support ourselves and be able to realize that no matter what happens in this world, no matter what happens at this moment in our lives, as an individual, we must be accountable. And we must accept the fact that sometimes these challenges that we are facing are just necessary. Doesn't mean you quit, and it doesn't mean that you give up. You got to push forward, and you got to keep working hard each day of your life. The hard work that you put in, that you apply, is something that must be done. There are no second chances. All you have is now. Waiting for something else to happen by itself, it will never happen. And this is why you must dig a little deeper and go through it. Get in those trenches and go through it. Sometimes you're gonna get knocked down, but you gotta get up sooner or later. You can't stay down there forever. But you gotta get through it. Some people in the world do not understand the logic behind the reality. And the reality is going to show you no matter how much you don't want it. One thing about life, it will teach you. One thing you must understand with life comes unforeseen challenges. But you still got to get through it. To grow, you must suffer. You can't escape it. You can't run from it. But you got to embrace it. Pay attention. Pay attention to your emotions, but don't let them control you. Pay attention to the outcome, but don't think that that's the end. Look within yourself and know that you cannot escape the reality. Even successful people got to suffer sometimes. The lowest of the lowest have to suffer sometimes. And even when you're at the bottom, you feel that you're at the end, but you're not at the end. You're only at the beginning of a new start. A new start because it's something that is giving you the ammunition and the power that you need that you can rise up again. Being down doesn't mean that you're done. Being down doesn't mean that it's over. The suffering, it will build you up. The characteristics that many people lack is because they don't have the mental fortitude to travel with them. They don't carry that attitude of knowing that if things are gonna get tough, I got to be ready. I got to stand ready. Living my life like nothing can happen to me. That's not the right way to think. Everybody and anybody is touchable. That means when things are coming your way, you better get ready and you better stand ready. Because if you're going through life right now thinking that you don't have a chance of suffering, you're going to be in a world of hurt. And some people are not prepared to suffer. They don't want to suffer. They don't feel they deserve to suffer. There are people that may have put themselves in bad situations. Just keep in mind, many people were not in the positions to be where they are today. Some people did not want to be in that position, but they still fell to a point that they felt that they couldn't get up again. And then there are people they shouldn't have put themselves into. And now they're there. Now who are they looking for? Who are they going to blame? You can't blame anyone when you are making the mistakes that you know you don't have to make. Now all you have to do is rise up again. The work, you're going to have to apply it. The attitude, you're going to have to get serious about it. Feeling sorry, it's not going to save you. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, every chance that you have, to walk on this earth is something that is beautiful. It's a chance to make a difference in your life. But you do not quit on you. You do not look down on yourself and think that you're done, because you're not done. If you're living, you got a chance. Gotta go do something. And stop looking around blaming everybody else. Suffering, we got to suffer. That's how we grow. That's how we become unique. That's how we become something that the world has yet to see. Do you realize that each day that you wake up out of your bed is a new day, a new chance, a new you? Now, I'm not talking about the physical. I'm talking about you inside. I'm talking about the person that you have yet to bring out of you. Not this lazy person. Not this person that's always saying what they cannot do. I'm talking about that person that you was born to be. You were born to be something. You just don't understand it because you're not tapping into it yet. Because you don't want to suffer. You don't want to go the long way. You'd rather take the short way because it's too hard to go the long way. You don't want to have to fight through the traffic. Too much going on in traffic. I don't want to fight through the traffic. No matter how much road construction is in front of you, you still got to proceed. But proceed with caution and still get to your destination. The world doesn't stop because you suffer. The world will continue to go on, even through your suffering. But you got to carry on. This life that we have been given is only for a moment. Please, don't waste it on nothing. Please, see who you are. Know who you are. Stand on who you are. Nobody can take away you. Nobody can take away who you are. No one can touch you. Just because you had a bad day doesn't mean the rest of your life is over. Just because you're having a bad moment doesn't mean that the moment will last forever. The suffering is a necessary thing. Sometimes the other types of suffering is something that we're not prepared for. If you are the type of person that is in good health, but you're going through something and you're ready to give up and throw in the towel, you better check yourself. Because the next person next to you is somebody that's fighting something that's a lot harder than what you're dealing with. You're just having a moment, but somebody next to you is dying from something. They are physically deteriorating right now. But you too lazy and too afraid to go through the moment of what you're going through. But that other individual is fighting for their life. That other individual is hoping that they can have another 5 or 10 more years on this earth. But the cards didn't go out that way for them. They wasn't dealt out that way for them. But here you are, worrying, crying, pity party moment, because you're suffering, but only for the moment. Don't give up on you. Don't give up on your chances. Don't give up on your life. Suffering is just a part of growing, and we all have to go through it from time to time. For every season, there is a reason. And for the reason, that is you. So you need to understand what you are, who you are, and what you must do. Don't give up. Find the reason. Know your purpose. Know your strength. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.